Hi, everybody. I am so excited to be back with another phenomenal episode of the Career Coach RX podcast because this month we are celebrating a diverse group of women and we are talking about women holding their crowns and their heads very high. And our theme this month is Women Reign. And we are interviewing a diverse group of women from across different diverse career fields, women in entrepreneurship. And today is no different. We have an educator and entrepreneur. Her name is Yasha Chapman. She is the CEO and lead coach for Elementary Education Evolve. She is an accomplished educator with a rich background in various educational roles. Now, I had to move your bio up because I had to make sure I get this sentence in, Yasha. Yasha is Yasha's lifelong dedication showcases her unwavering belief in equitable education and empowering educators to ensure the success of every child. And today's topic is making the grade, women leaders shifting the narratives in K through 12 education. So I want to turn it over to our queen, Yasha. And Yasha, you share a little bit about yourself, your career experience, and what inspired you to get to where you are to do the work that you're doing today.
Okay. Hi. Thank you so much for having me. As you stated, my name is Yasha Chapman, and I like to describe myself as an empathetic problem solver that is driven by passion and purpose. And that passion and purpose has obviously led me to the field of education, where my focus and my mission is to close the academic achievement gap for Black students. And so, regardless of my job title, whether because I've served as a classroom teacher, I've served as a curriculum coordinator, a curriculum writer, a tutor, an instructional coach, and now a consultant. But regardless of my title, my mission is the same. So in each position, it's always been to close gaps, to use instructional strategies and practices specifically for Black students that help increase engagement, that help increase social skills, that helps increase their academic abilities, and so on and so forth. And
I
so what got
really.
me
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say what got me started in education was both of my parents. Both of my parents are actually educators, retired. My mom was a school social worker, and my dad was a pre-K advocate. And so, just seeing their work in education and the expectations that they put on me, very high expectations to perform and be a scholar. And so, that's what led to my passion, my path to education.
So you talk about what led to your passion and passion education. I'm gonna start the conversation outright because a couple of things you said I want to go back to, but to this point you just made about your parents, right? And the level of influence that they had on you deciding to go into this different career field. Now, I always get this disclaimer. I am talking about social impact stuff in our communities on this podcast because I am a social impact career coach, right? And I want to make sure that the people that we're bringing on, I'm highlighting folks that are in this month as women that are making a difference in the community. And one thing that you just mentioned is the influence of your parents that they had on your career. So in the work that you do, even though you are engaged with teachers and other professionals in the classroom, how important is it for parents to be engaged in their child's education at an early age?
Oh wow. I mean, it's monumental. I believe my level of care for education came from my parents' involvement and their level of care. And so when I say level of care, I mean I had a standard. I could not bring in any grade below an 85. Period. If I brought in an 80, I'm on punishment. Because my mom is she's sitting me down. What is the problem? What's distracting you? You're better than this. You could perform at a higher level than this. If I had an 80, I'm in tutoring. And so just to see, they were always visible at my school events, not school events. Because again, my mom was a school social worker. So she would just pop up sometimes. Come volunteer, come check on me. And so just seeing their involvement and just seeing how much they cared, and just from day one, my mom always told me, after you graduate high school is college. So I didn't think of anything other than that because that's what was planted in my childhood from the jump. So I would say parental involvement is key, especially for relationships with teachers. Because as a teacher, I know firsthand that when I have a personal relationship with that parent, I'm going to work hard for students
Yeah.
regardless. But if I have that relationship with that parent, I'm going to go 10 times harder because the relationship is there, because the expectation is there, because the level of care, or I understand a certain familial history, and I understand that family's plight and what they have to go through. And so parental involvement is key in your success as a teacher as well as your student success.